Hello everyone, myself Tairunnisa Mujawar, student of KLE Society College of Education, Ankola, studying in B.Ed first year. Today we are going to learn about 9th standard Science Chemistry second chapter is Matter Around Us Pure. Have you ever noticed the word pure written on the pack of ghee, salt or milk? Yes, right? So, what do you think? Is these products are pure? Yes, you will tell it may be a pure. Then what do you mean by pure? Pure means no adulteration. If I give you a fresh milk from a cow, then what you will tell? Is this fresh milk is pure? Yes, you will tell it is fresh, it is pure. But the scientist or chemist will tell it is not pure because the milk contains fats, proteins, carbs, sugar and water. So it is not a pure substance. Then for which substance we will call pure substance? Let me understand in this chapter which substances or matters are pure. What is pure in chemistry? On the basis of their chemical properties, the matter are classified into two types. First as a pure substance and next as a mixture. Let me see what is this pure substance. Pure substances are substances that are made up of only one kind of particles and have fixed or constant structure. Pure substances are again classified into two types, element and compounds. Element. It is a pure substance which are made up of same types of atom. For example, gold. You can see atoms present in the gold are all the atoms are same. Types of elements. Metals, non-metals, metalloids. Metals are substances that form naturally below the surface of the earth. For example, gold, copper, silver, etc. Non-metals are those elements which are soft and dull. For example, carbon, oxygen. Metalloids are the chemical elements whose physical and chemical properties fall in between the metals and non-metals. For example, boron, silicon. Next, compounds. Compound, it is pure substances made up of two or more elements combined in a fixed ratio. For example, water. When there is two molecules of hydrogen and one molecule of oxygen, then only we will call this water. Second type of our matter is mixture. Mixtures are those substances which consist of two or more elements or compounds. For example, air. Types of mixtures. There are two types of mixtures, that is homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. Homogeneous mixture is that mixture in which the components mixed with each other completely. For example, sugar solution. When we add a sugar in a water and we dissolve it, the sugar will dissolve in the water completely and we form a solution. Solute particles are completely dissolved in the homogeneous mixture and they are totally transparent. The solution looks uniform and it consists of a single phase. Heterogeneous mixture. Heterogeneous mixture is that mixture in which the components will not mix with each other completely. For example, muddy water or oil in a water. Observe this. It contains a water and a sand. Now, observing these, tell the properties of heterogeneous mixture. The solid particles are not completely dissolved in a heterogeneous mixture. The components of a heterogeneous mixture are evenly distributed, and it consisting of a two or more phases where the solid particles are larger in a size. Let's see separating the components of a mixture. The different mixtures are separated from a different methods. Let's see each one by one. First, obtaining a color components, that is dye, from the blue or a black ink. These can be separated from the evaporation method. Evaporation means it is a process where liquid changes into a gas below the temperature at which it is boiled. Let's see an experiment. Fill half a beaker with water, then put a few drops of ink on the watch glass. Put a watch glass on the mouth of the beaker. Now start heating. You can see the evaporation of water from the ink. At last, you will form some crystals, and that is your dye. Let's see a application of evaporation process. The evaporation process is used in the production of food and beverages. For example, in the production of cheese, fruit, vegetables, purees, etc. It is also used in the production of chemicals and polymers and plastic making. Next, separation of cream from milk. We can separate the cream from the milk by the centrifugation method. Centrifugation, it is a method of separating of molecules having different densities by spinning them solution around an axis at high speed. Take some full cream milk in a test tube and place this test tube in a centrifugation machine for 2 minutes. In the centrifugation machine, the centrifugate force is applied and the test tube are rapidly rotating, and you can find denser particles are forced to the bottom and the lighter particles stay at the top. You can get cream at the upper side of the test tube. Application of centrifugation. It is used in laboratories for blood and urine tests. It is also used in the dairies and homes to separate the butter from the cream, and used in a washing machines for sequence out the water from wet clothes. Separating a mixture of two miscible liquids. Miscible liquids means where the solute and the solvent will not mix with each other. For example, as the heterogeneous mixture. These mixtures can be separated by using a separating funnel. Let us try to separate the kerosene from the water using a separating funnel. Pour the mixture of kerosene oil and water in a separating funnel. Let it stand undisturbed for some time so that the separate layers of oil and waters are formed. When it is formed, next you have to open the stopcock of the separating funnel and pour out the lower layer of water carefully. Water is collected in a curve. Close the stopcock of the separating funnel as the oil reaches the stopcock. This process is used to separate the oil from the water and also used to separate the acetone from the water. Chromatography. As we all know, the dye is a mixture of two or more colors. The colored components that is more soluble in a water as the rises water faster, and in this way the color gets separated. The process of separating the components of a mixture is known as chromatography. Take a thin strip of filter paper, draw a line on it using a pencil approximately 3 cm above the lower edge. Put a small drop of ink at the center of the line. Let it dry. Lower the filter paper into a jar or a glass containing the water so that the drop of ink on the paper is just above the water level as shown in the picture. Watch carefully as the water rises up the filter paper. You can see a different colors on it. It is chromatography. Let's see some applications of it. It is used to separate the colors in a dye. It is also used to separate pigments from the natural colors. And it is used to separate the drugs from the blood.